Okay, this tutorial is going to be for the EYMM Xander's hoodie. It also works the same as the EYMM His and Hers asymmetrical hoodie and hooded vest. I'm showing in this video how to finish up the lining on the little tab piece past the zipper on the two piece, where the zipper is between the two pieces of the front. This, for reference, is the bottom band or binding, or ribbing, sorry, not binding, the bottom band ribbing, and this is the bottom edge of the lining on the small piece, the small front piece. And here's the seam where you connected the front center to the small front piece, and this is the little tab that goes on the inside of the slanted zipper. One thing I'm going to show you, a little tip that I do, which I've already done, but when you sew up the bottom band around the zipper and stop 3/8, leave the last 3/8 unsewn here, and then when you connect the center front piece to the zipper above, those should just meet right there and have 3/8 left unsewn on each one. What I like to do is go and very carefully, because it's going to be very thick, fold it here and sew those two pieces right here. I'm sorry, I've already got it pinned, so it's kind of hard to see. But to sew the two pieces to each other, the front center piece here and the bottom band piece here, the 3/8 inch of each that's left unsewn, sew them to each other. And then when you pin the lining in, line that little seam right here, which this is it's pressed open. Here's the little seam right here, that little tiny 3/8 of an inch seam. Line it up with the seam that connects the center front to the small front piece on the lining. And then when you're sewing the lining on, you can just pull that into a straight line like this and sew straight across, making sure to keep the zipper pulled back out of the way down here. But you'll sew straight across, and it'll come straight across here to the corner. So that's what I'm going to do, come up to the corner and then turn and go up to where I started. This is where I started when I started sewing the lining in, and so that's where I'll finish. And so let me get my seam allowance, or my fabrics lined back up with my seam allowance. And I'm right now just sewing just the ribbing or bottom band to the bottom of the lining. And as I come up to this place where I have that little seam, that little tiny 3/8 inch seam pressed open on the bottom side, and I've got it pinned right here, I'm going to very carefully, because my presser foot, this bump is going to go right past the edge of the presser foot, so that past there, let me pull the pin. I'm going to pull this one too, because I didn't quite get my two fabrics lined up here. There. And so right on past it to the corner. Oh, and see, it got caught back here on the little, I don't know if you can see here, the little knob at the back of my foot, caught that fat part. So I'm just going to lift my foot and put that behind the foot, behind the little knob, so that my sewing machine will continue sewing. And I'm going to lift my presser foot and turn the corner. This right here is the tab that's inside the zipper when you finish and zip it up. I'll sew up this seam allowance of 3/8 inch. And I met where I started, and that's how it came out. You can see how it sewed right across there. Oops, sorry. Right across, and it's a little bit further from the bump because of the bump, but it holds those pieces together. So then when you turn it, just a second, let me pull it, let me turn it inside out, and we pull this tab out and wiggle it out. I'll have to go back and clip my corner because I didn't clip my corner. You want to clip that first, but when you pull it out then it looks nice like that. And there's the inside, the lining, and then here's how it looks from the outside. Oops, sorry, I didn't get my angle quite right there. But you can see how it comes across there nice. And I'm going to go back in and clip that corner so it'll come out at a nice point, and then I will go and top stitch all the way around the band and up. Let's see, I'm going to start here and top stitch around the top of the band and around all the way up the other side and around the hood, and I will come back down from the hood. I will come back down this edge, top stitching here, and come back here and finish my top stitching right there. And that's all there is to it, to sewing that little tab. And then I'll just have to do the top stitching and put the sleeves in, and my hoodie is done. Thanks for watching.